Okay, and we're live. Hello, everybody. Welcome, welcome. Happy... What day is it? Wednesday. I had to think for a second. Hello, I am here. We are here. We are back. We are back live again. Just you, me, and you, and you, and you, and you. Hello, Haliak. Hello, Maromi. Sin, how you doing? Thank you so much for the resub, Maromi. Super appreciate your continued support. 11 months, dang. Super appreciate your super continued support. It really means a lot to me because it really means I can keep working. So thank you so much. Appreciate it. Love all of you. Very sweet. Hello, Dermy. How you doing? Glad to have you here. Data Bob, welcome. Also, hydrate. It's good for you. There we go. Get some water. Do it now. Alright, let's see. What do we need to do? Oh, I need to turn in this Paragon. I've had it forever. Let me go do that real quick. Hello, Kraken and everyone. Hope you're all having a great day. It's a fantabulous day so far. Doing pretty great. I'm still a little tired because I've been bad and staying up way too late every night, but, you know, that's a me thing. Dr. Wee, Kraken, happy Wednesday, you legendary legend, international Twitch phenomenon, and streaming superstar, and scolder of people who are supposed to be on holidays. Yeah, Dr. Wee. You, by your own admission, you fool. Turning into a villain arc now. Kind of funny. Alright. Let's see here. Hello, Tall Geese. How you doing? Glad to have you here. See, I need to put that away. Okay, let's do a couple of brief, small dailies real quick. And then we'll get to the long-awaited Tumor Poppin achievement. Because I was going to do that last week, but apparently it sucks to do it in the Veil. It's Oldham this week, which I know is better. So we're going to do that. First, want to do a couple minor dailies. Let's see here. I need to summon Blingtron. That's why my cord felt short. It was all tangled around my mic. There we go. Had to fix it. Blingtron, okay. Achievement, please. I only need one. Come on. Decoded message. Let's do this. Dang it. Still not the right one. Ah! Okay. Blingtron's done. We need to do lightning steel real quick. Check that off. Lightning steel. Oh, I was up till 1 a.m. so I don't feel bad. Well, I was up till like 4, so... I've been doing that repeatedly. I'm like, I need to go to bed earlier tonight, and then I don't. And I'm like, oh no. Oh no. It's happening, guys. The, irresponsibility. It's happening. Okay, let's see here. Check for the recipe that still isn't here and freaking never is. Let's see. We don't have Pugilist. That much is clear. That it just happened yesterday, so that's over for a bit. I don't need that anymore because I have that. Let's see here. What are the callings that are available? What am I? Oh, I'm Kyrian. Right. Let me get myself oriented here. Let's see. Aiding Rivendreth and Troubles at Home. Okay. So. There's no Necrolord. No Night Fae. There is Kyrian, and we will do that later, because we got time. We got time. Kenworn Chest we could do later. Ember Court Zoul's Vault, Ma Rare. Okay. Yeah. I need sleep, am I right? Yeah, no kidding. I feel you right there, Tallgeese. Finally able to catch you live again. Awesome. Glad to have you here, Zula. Welcome. Welcome. So let's do the 2 things I need in the maw real quick. I've been trying to keep up with those daily because I don't need much left in the maw. But these two things, the Zuvo's Vault and Morgalax, will not give their stuff. So, we'll do those real quick, and then we'll be good, I think, and we'll go do the Tumor Poppin achievement, so. Re-downloaded TikTok, stayed up till 2, gonna delete that app again. Oh, yeah, it's really easy to get sucked into stuff like that. You start watching and scrolling and watching and scrolling, and then before you know it, like, it's 4 hours later, and you're like, ah. What is my life? What is my life? So yeah, I feel you. I have insomnia, so I have excuse for my shitty sleep schedule. I probably have some sort of mild insomnia. Insomnia? That's a name now. Insomnia myself. My sleep schedule is usually all over the place. As long as I get like 5 to 6 hours within a 24-hour period, I'm usually fine. But it doesn't really seem to matter when. I'm tired when I get tired. Which sometimes is within 24 hours and sometimes it's not. So, you know. YouTube shorts. Ah, true. And hello, Silver. How you doing? How are you, my dear? Oh yeah, did you go to your interview yet? I hadn't heard anything on that. And Sonia, new alt name. Exactly. Y'all are welcome to take it if you want. I have enough alts. Still no toy. Hiss. 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 It's supposed to be a really high drop, by the way. It says 8 attempts. Like out of 8. Which means it's a really high drop. Lies. Lies and slander. Lies. Anyway. Hello, I did. I thought it went okay, but we shall see. Awesome. Well, I'm glad it did. That went okay. So hopefully you get a job there. That'd be good. Getting jobs. Okay. We'll take the thing over to Perdition. Alright, oops. So we did Rare. Let's go do the vault real quick, and then we'll go do the achievement as promised. I've just been trying to make sure I do at least, a handful of minimum dailies that I really want to be done with every day. Because unfortunately, that's the thing about WoW. You either gotta be diligent or lucky. Never both. In my case, it's diligence. Or persistence, as I like to say. That's how I get things in this game, is being persistent. Oh, wrong way. Let's go see if the vault's down here. The vault won't give me its dang toy either. Here we go. Excellente. And I'm really bad about doing dailies sometimes, so that's why I've been making sure to do them during stream. To consider anyone who played WoW for more than 15 years persistent. Well, I'm getting there. I'm at the 11-year mark now. Because 2013 was when I officially actually stayed. I can't really count the years before it because I was in and out a lot. It doesn't really count. Let's see. Thingy. No chest. Okay, so it's in a different area. The chest you're looking for is in a different castle. Alright. I definitely wasn't persistent in Classic through MoP. Not until patch 5.2, the Thunder King patch. That's when I actually stayed. And I didn't quit in a week. Month, week, I don't know. It varied. So we don't need that quest. Where is it? Not even a quest item, eh? Alright. Get out of here. Ah, it was this. Where am I going? Don't read and drive, kids. Eh! I'm gonna get myself killed. Eh. And here we go. Whoops. Oh well. It's fine. We'll check the other chest since we're over this direction. I don't need the Stygia. I've got way too much Stygia and I've spent it on everything. And it's not account wide. Not that it matters anyways. I guess it would matter a little bit if it was account wide. But I ain't gonna be able to get that chest. Oh, I might be able to. I don't know. Okay. Take care of this bozo. Get out of here. Alright, back in the rift. Chesty do? No. It's in the one area I was trying to get to, isn't it? It's so mean to me. Let's see if it's over here real quick. It's never over here, but we'll check anyways. Alright. Chesty do? Are you over here? I don't see it. Alright. Okay. Back down to the spot where I was trying to get to, where the chest likes to be. I love the rift. It will be kind of sad when I don't have to do stuff in the rift anymore. This is the last thing I need, which is this vault, because it won't drop the toy. Jailer's cage, which is kind of funny. You could put yourself in a cage. One of these cages you see floating around. It's like, Oops, there we go. Okay. And we go. I hate when I go to log out in a rested zone and click exit game on accident. Yes, same. I do that so much. They're right next to each other and it's like so annoying. Well, someone's late on the Happy New Year. Hello, King. How you doing? Glad to have you here. Okay, yep. Chest is over here. Well, let me see if I can get my Stygia back. How much Stygia do I even have? Probably a lot. 38,000. That's my thought. It's one of those currencies that it has very specific uses. There it is. And once you get everything, you have nothing else to spend it on. You can't send it to alts or anything. So, that's okay. Maybe one day if they make currency account wide, I'll be able to use it. Okay, here we go. I got the Goblin Xbox set from the trading post and I'm so happy. Awesome, congrats. I know I love those pieces. They're pretty great. They're definitely very Goblin. Which is an interesting choice for trading post. Or not trading post. Oh yeah, you meant trading post. I was thinking recruiter friend for some reason. What Goblin transmog are you talking about from the trading post? I was thinking the recruiter friend Goblin stuff. Get up there. Slowly, slowly. The Tenaris Wastelander set. Oh yeah, okay, I guess it's Goblin-y. I can see it. Alright. Slowly gonna drag this thing over there. Once we do this, we will go over to Uldum and start doing the Tumor Poppin stuff. As promised. The recruiter friend thing, a Goblin thinks if you want to try and make another account for it, but money. Understandable. Understandable. No, I get it. But you can do it with gold, but it's actually used to be able to do it with gold. I don't know if you still can. Because that was back when it was the other recruiter friend rewards. I don't know if they've changed that yet. Alright. Get out of here. Be gone, tiny one. I'm not farming raid gear next X-Pack unless it's something I'm gonna actively use. It's eating too much of my time. I feel that, Data Bob. That's exactly why I had stopped as well. Like, I could still do LFR now if I wanted and get Mog, but if I really wanted any raid transmog, I can get it from the Catalyst for the most part, you know? LFR normal, maybe heroic, depending on the current season's setup. And, yeah, because otherwise just doing raid, it just takes too much time if it's current. When I can just wait and get a bunch of other things done in the meantime and come back to it when it's easier, soloable, legacy loot even better, you know. So, I feel ya. That's exactly why I stopped. It's too time consuming. And on the item level side, if you're looking at that, like, unless, at least in my opinion, unless you're a very active Mythic Pluser, PvPer, or Raider, and you know, you're doing that frequently, there's not really a whole lot of reason to get super high raid level, item level for open world content. I get asked that a lot, I notice, especially on videos, of like, well, why don't you get like higher item level gear for what you're doing? Like, cause I don't need it. I really don't. Like, could it? It's like, oh, but it could help you solo like BFA stuff. I'm like, I mean, sure, but like, if it's not super easy to do on like most of my ults, I'm probably not gonna bother with it for a while. So it's about time, you know? Yeah, I'm somewhat there. I aim to get whatever Mog tier really appeals to me the most. I really want the Pally Shoulders, Mage Hats, and Priest stuff. I feel that, yeah. Yeah, that's why I hope they really do continue the Catalyst, because I've really liked it. Make it a, you know, I hope it's a permanent feature. Because it gives me just that. I don't have to waste my time trying to get into LFR or a normal carry or something if I want, you know, a specific piece of Mog. Like from this tier, currently, the Emir Drizzle stuff, I want the Demon Hunter head. That thing's awesome. And the normal color will work just fine, so when I get around to it, I can go get a piece of gear from open world over in Emerald Dream when I get that far and catalyze it. Bam! I got the helmet. So, it's really nice. It's a nice way for folks to get some of the gear a little early who don't want to do the raid for transmog when it's current, like myself. And I don't have to wait like 6 or 7 years to get a few pieces. And I wish those numbers were joking, and I hope that changes. Okay, toy please. How do I? Okay, we're done with that. Oh, hello. Alright. Exactly. I also just catalyzed veteran gear from the Emerald Dream. Yeah, that's pretty much it. That's like, even if I can only get like LFR and normal, fine. It's still
okay with the events that are unfolding.
Exactly. It's still great. Like, it's still fine. I can still get some of the pieces, some of the colors, and be pretty happy, to be honest. This is the first X-Pack I've actively raided. I'm over it. Understandable, Data Bob. Understandable. I did my time as well. Okay. So what we're going to be doing here, we're stopping dailies, is we're going to be Tumor Poppin, and I think so that I can see them easier. Yeah, I'll do that. I guess it doesn't make too much of a difference. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna look for those things all over the Vale, and poke them. Get jiggy with it. There. Here we go. Yeah, now that I know how it works, because I gave up in Shadowlands, so I never learned how it worked, it's great. Can't wait 2 weeks and we get Gilneas back. Yeah, I'm hoping we actually reclaim Gilneas, and it's not like, yeah, you guys have reclaimed Gilneas, but nothing actually happens in game. Because we do a lot of that in WoW. Like, good job, you cleansed this area, or you took back this place, or whatever. But you don't actually see it reflected in game, so technically nothing changes. You know? I'm hoping that we actually get Gilneas, but I don't have my hopes up too high. I know Blizzard. But otherwise, yes, I'm also excited for the Gilneas stuff. I could have gotten everything I needed from light rating, for mounts, and druid stuff from the dream. Yeah, I feel that. Yeah, like if you're not like chasing super high item level or, you know, rating for the fun of it, there's no reason to. Lot more tumors here. This place is a lot more infected. Much better. Oops, hit the wrong button. Yeah, which is why I'm so intrigued by the delves. Those might make it even easier to catalyze for higher difficulty sets. That's right, that's true. That is a fair point. They did say they wanted to make that one of the major pillars going forward, like, you know, raiding, but for solo people. Which is interesting, and I hope they work out good. I hope they're fun. I really do, because I want to do them. But I'm not going to do them if they're a slog. You know, if it's not a fun. And I like that they're not solo only like the Mage Tower. They're supposed to scale. So if I want to do it with like just Silver or just Canary or Silver and Canary, the three of us can go through a delve together and we don't have to be like, we still need 2 more people for this Mythic Plus, you know. So I really hope delves actually work out good. Anyways, let's I believe they said it can go as high as Heroic, but yeah, it's kind of why I wish Time Walking Dungeons were every week. For the longest time, I only counted on the cash from that for gearing. Understandable. Understandable. There we go. Nice. Beautimous. So the trick here is to not... In fact, let's turn down some of the graphics here. Trick here is to not complete the Empire Assault, or you can't keep clicking on these. Oops, we're in audio, that's why. There it is. Turn off ground clutter so I can see these a little easier. Because once I hit 100%, even if I don't turn it in, these stop glowing, and it's really a pain. There we go. There we go. The ground looks so naked. Well, with all the NPCs they added on PTR in the city, it looks like it's a new... It looks like the new Night Elf village. I hope that's the good thing. I hope that's a good thing. And I hope we see what it is that we're going to be dealing with. I mean, we will. But I want to see, like, why? 'Cause it's the Scarlets, isn't it? Didn't they say something about it being the Scarlets in the Gilneas or something? I love the Scarlet Crusade. I want more from them. I'm glad to see a resurgence. I want them to be a villainous force going forward that's kind of just always there. We need more of that, you know? We don't really have a lot of villains that just persist. And they don't have to be big time villains. They don't have to be big bad mustache twirlers. Just bad guys. That's just there. Like frickin' Team Rocket. You're annoyed with them at first, but you learn to like them over time. And you're like, hey, there's my boys Team Rocket. Alright, let's go to battle. You know. We need more of that. And I hope the Scarlets kind of move that direction. Excellent. Got a whole bunch of those. Cool. Let's go up here. Here's one. Doomsayer. That is how WoW used to look for me before my new graphics card. I don't doubt. Back when I played in MOP, even when I was raiding, I had to have everything on 1. Because I started WoW officially on a crappy little, what was it, 2007 Vista? Little laptop that was red. It was not meant for gaming at all. It was like just an office little laptop. I think I bought it for like $100 or whatever from Walmart. But hey, it was my first official computer I was able to buy for myself, and I was so proud. And it came in red, like that ruby sparkle red color that you see like on cars. I was proud of myself, thank you. So, yeah, I had to have everything on one. And I remember, like, when I got a newer computer, and it wasn't even that great, but I was finally able to turn up the graphics to, like, 5 or 6. I would just flew around Pandaria gawking at everything. I'm like, this game is so beautiful! Ah! The wasted years! You know. All that jazz. I figured it was just Kalia fulfilling her promise and giving the lands back to Gen. Well, I don't think it's that, because the undead already kind of left it ages ago by now, and they said that the quest tag that they've shown for, you know, in the splash screen for what's coming, something about there's unexpected occupants, or however it worded it, people that are there that shouldn't be there, and we gotta go clean them out. So I think it was something to do with the Scarlets. I don't remember. We'll find out. But there's some baddies that have taken up residency there. Because it's been blight free for a while. And for some reason, they've not done anything. Because the undead don't even live there. I'm like, why? Sylvanas just kind of took it out of spite. Didn't even plan to use it. Yeah, before my PC, I had WoW on a MacBook Pro. MacBook is not good for gaming unless it's like Stardew. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I can imagine. I can't wait to go to Gilneas and Belemeth. Are you not able to go to Belemeth now? Or is that not coming out? I haven't done any of the Emerald Dream stuff, so I haven't gotten around to that. There we go. I see so much of Belemeth stuff posted on Twitter about people finding things there. I guess it's whatever you call it. PTR, I guess, if it's not current. Where's Belemeth? That is in Emerald Dream. Well, not in the Emerald Dream. It's in Amirdrasil, rather. The new world tree. It's the new Night Elf city. Kind of like Darnassus. Belemeth is the new city. At least it's going to be, theoretically. I don't know if it actually will be. I'm assuming it is. But my limited knowledge. Pretty sure it's only on PTR, but still needs finishing. Ah, okay. Got you. When did they clean the bile out of Gilneas? Well, they didn't actually purposely clean it out. It just kind of faded out on its own. Because we've been back there multiple times afterwards, and it's just kind of gone. It didn't last, because luckily Blight isn't forever. It's been in-game time, like what, like 20 years or something since Cataclysm happened? So, I guess Blight has a half-life. It's been a long time, maybe even more than that. Okay, now these are going to be hard to see because I have completed the bar. Yep, there it is. Let's do that. These are going to be a little harder to see now. But that's okay. There we go. Oh, poggers. Yeah, it's going to be cool. I'm looking forward to that. I'm hoping they do make Gilneas an actual, fully blown, fully usable by players city. I want it to be a city. I've always liked Gilneas. Auction house, portals, the whole 9 yards. I want it. I want to use it. There we go. Nice. And I hope, because the Undead already have Lordaeron back. That was fixed quite a while ago now, back in Shadowlands. I would really like them to do something with actual Lordaeron, not just the Undercity. I want Lordaeron back. I don't care if the Undead keep it, but I want Lordaeron back. That'd be nice. Yeah, back then in Kata, I was in love with Worgens and the Gilnean theme. Yeah, it's pretty great. I absolutely love it. Glad we're finally seeing some loose ends tied up. Even if I haven't been particularly happy with WoW's storytelling as of late, at least we're getting some loose ends tied up. Kind of like, what was it, Ian or Metzen? Might have been Metzen that said that. There's a lot of loose ends that need to be tied up that have just been open forever. And they're going to start doing that, so. Good. There's a lot of that in WoW. A lot of unfinished stories that realistically should have been done a long time ago. But, you know, that be how it do. That be how it do. Either way, I'm looking forward to it. You all are making this a lot more fun. I'm enjoying this a lot more. Because let me tell you, this achievement, really boring. You gotta pop 100 or 1,000 of these things. I was already at almost 500, so when I started this. Give that. Nice. So we got a ways to go. It's quite the achievement. Good time to do it too, because I can finally start kind of focusing on what I call the one and dones, which are things that don't need, you know, you don't do it daily, you don't do it weekly, it's just something you go do and get it done with. I've got a good meaty little list of that to get through. Ooh, stretch. Ugh. Nurse Grumpy, I got a new computer in October and had the same experience. I felt like I was playing a whole new game. I know, isn't that crazy? When you can finally turn up the graphics on WoW. It's actually a quite gorgeous game. And I know my stream doesn't do it a whole lot of justice since I'm playing in 1080, but, you know, stream has to be in 720. That way it doesn't stutter. So, yeah, it's just gorgeous. There we go. Eating through this pretty quick. This little delta area is working out pretty good. A lot better than the Veil. So much better than the Veil. Let's see. I should check for a couple of rares while I'm here. While I'm thinking about it. Let's see, what one was that? It's this one. Maybe we'll do a quick fly around. Let's see. Do I have that in ATT? Let me look here. Is that under expansion features, I think? Zoth Assault achievements, yeah. Yeah. These are all... Oops. Oh. Didn't know you could track the achievement from there. Anyway. Let's see. How do I... Oh! Thank you so much, Stargazer, for the sub. I super appreciate your support. Because thanks to folks like you, I can keep working. So thank you so much! I appreciate it! How do I... How do? See, it's... How do I get the coordinates here? Why chord's not working? Let's refresh. That's track. There it is. It's alt right click. There we go. Couldn't remember. It's been a hot minute. Okay. So. There we go. Check for some rares really quick here. We'll go out and do the lowest one first. And then we'll go back to Tumor Poppin. This will need the Jailer, Tormentor, and Watcher. Related to the Tumor achievement. And those are also only in Old Doom. New computers. Oh, let me back up. I was shocked to see that sunlight had actual rays and shadows were actually beautiful and not a necessary thing to be turned off because of blue screens. New computers equals a beautiful magic. It really does. It's so true. Really does. Leveling my hunter in open world right now. Kind of surprised how peeps are in the older zones. How many? Like, are there a lot of people there? I'm not too surprised, just because we're kind of at that point in WoW where I wouldn't call it a drought, but like the current content is kind of not as, I don't know, active. It's not as new anymore, so people are off to do other things. I thought everyone does BFA or spam dungeons. Nah, there's a lot of folks that don't. BFA is actually like not one of the most optimal anyways. Alright. We'll fly along here. See if we can't get any one of these boyos to pop up. Alright. I think do most people still use VoD? I see a lot of people in VoD usually when I go there, since it's quote unquote still the best. It's not, but you know, people say it is. Wasn't Sylvanas' whole thing with Gilneas is she wanted the lands for the Forsaken, take it for the Horde, but then Worgen again put up too much of a fight for her liking, and her angry issues made her say screw it, nuke it with zombie juice. Pretty much. Pretty much. We've seen that she has, I don't know what you'd call it. Impulse behavioral issues. She did the same thing with the tree, with Darnassus. Supposedly, she was supposed to take it over and take everyone as hostages. But on a dime response, decided to just burn it instead. So it's like, alright. Loose cannon, I guess. Same, I was working on Lore Master in Eastern Kingdoms, and I was surprised too. Saw someone at almost every quest I was at. And there's been a lot of people, leveling alts. Probably a lot of people trying to prepare for, War Within. Prepare for... There's a Corrupted Bloodseeker. I don't need that. Prepare for, next patches. And there's also, whatever you call it, Love is in the Air next month. You gotta be 60 or higher to try for the mount. So I can imagine that people are trying to get ults up to 60 for that. I've heard that a few times. So I'm not surprised there. Okay, keep flying all along the coast. Checking for a rare, checking for a rare. I don't even want the big D rocket, I want the gas mask. Well, I hope you get it. There's certainly a lot higher of a chance to get the gas mask than the rocket. And that one, I don't think you even need to be 60 to get the gas mask. Because doesn't that come off of his body instead of out of the heart container? I know I've gotten that one multiple times over the years. And I'm just waiting. Aren't we excited? You know that they're going to put another manuscript, dragon writing manuscript, on that boss. And so I'm going to be forced to do that stupid dungeon again, despite being done and not needing the love rocket. Aren't we excited for that? Another really low drop manuscript that I'm probably never going to use. I'm not salty, you are. Let's see here. Maybe I should finish my leveling tunes for Love is in the Air. That'd definitely be a good idea. If you really want that mount, you gotta be 60 or higher to be able to get it, so. And the more you can throw at it, the better. Don't let Blizzard lie to you. First aid chance is better, my ass. That's what I say. Crafted Watcher. There was apparently a Crafted Watcher. No, it's just over there. Okay, well there's no Tormentor. It's fine. So let's go check out these. That I'm probably never going to use. Yep. Well, the Love is in the Air one I might, because it's pretty cute. But yeah, for the most part, I never use them. I've given up on customizing my dragon riding mounts. If I get something for him, whatever, I don't care anymore. Understandable. I just want to collect them. Like, I'm not going too hard on collecting the dragon riding stuff right now, because I'm not focusing on a lot of Dragonflight content. But the ones that come from the holidays I've been making sure to get, so that I'm not stuck doing that in the middle of the next expansion. Because ideally, I'll get everything I want done from older expansions before War Within comes out. That's my goal anyways. And then I can actually just kind of focus on Dragonflight and War Within stuff. Hopefully. We'll see. We'll see. That's the plan anyways. Not seeing the rares I need. I'm seeing rares, but not the rares I need. These are not the rares I'm looking for. Okay, nothing there. And then it's these Watcher guys. If I don't see any, I'll just go back up to the Delta where I was up there. Go back to Tumor Poppin. I heard people kept talking about a saddle with the Greench event for days, and I had no idea what they're talking about. It wasn't until almost 2 weeks later that I realized they meant the manuscript. Yeah, it's this. The manuscripts give new saddle customization. So, that's what they're talking about. That's what I was farming for on a stream. Took a while, but I did get it. So that's good. More rares, but not the rares I need. Okay. Well. Any over here? Nope. Okay, that's fine. Alright. No, we can get rid of all of those. Let's go back to Tumor Poppin. I'd almost prefer a random drop instead of paying insane amounts of gold for junk I'll never use. See, I'm the opposite, because RNG is never in my favor. I have to waste a lot of my time. It actually would take me it takes me longer to get a random drop, an RNG drop, than it does to farm the gold to go buy one. In that time, I could have bought one. You know what I mean? That's how I look at it. And like, it's so frustrating. Alright, it was over here. Alright, I used 18 gigaquads of my data on my phone, but it was worth it. Goodbye, poof, hugs and kisses. See you later, Dr. Wee. Have a good holiday that you're supposed to be on. No, we're not in a drought. Don't say that. They'll pump out the content even faster, and then we'll get only 5 minutes to play stuff before the next thing comes out. Well, no, we're absolutely not in a drought, but that's what I mean, is like, it's that right there. Because things, it's kind of the, like a, I don't know, a flood, I guess, with the opposite of a drought, where there's so much it doesn't matter. If that makes sense. Too much water. That's how I feel about it anyways, because that's exactly it. It dies in like a week. You're like, all right. So we'll call it the flood. We'll start calling it the flood. Let's see. We should have the option of buying stuff or trying to get it to drop. Dragonflight had a lot of that. I hardcore agree there, Haliak. I would much rather have the option. People who would rather buy it can buy it, and people who want to just farm it, they can farm it. Agreed. I really, really, really want them to do more of that across everything, to be honest. It'd be so much nicer. And they wouldn't have to keep doing these stupid gold sinks because of it. If they really want gold out of the market, then make everything buyable. Ugh. There we go. Random drop is the worst. Yeah, agreed. It is. Like, for lucky people it ain't, but for people who, like me, who have to waste so much time to try to get it. This is not great. Managing voice echoes from the offline world. Technically, I was never on holidays. The joke's on you, my D0. You technically were. You told me you were gone for like 2 weeks or whatever. That's a holiday. Even if it's at home. Hi y'all. Saw 141. It's that time of the week again where I bring you a random fact that may or not be helpful right in my back pocket. That's right. This is a Kraken fact. Did you know Kraken Latte is awesome? Hello, Saw. How you doing? I was like, wait a second. That feels familiar. Those words feel familiar. There we go. I did soup last night, and we actually got the boss. I was amazed. I'm impressed. I hadn't gotten the boss in a long time when I was doing soup for a while there. Couldn't even get it to half. So, that's a thing. I'm glad the new Witch Hunter carbine rifles are coming out. Can't wait for the red recolored one. My Worgen Hunter will love it. Yes! I love that aesthetic. It looks so fantastic. So eager to have more of it. Looks great. Ugh. Stretch. I'm a little stiff. Alright. Now this is really riveting content, isn't it? Flying around poking squishies. But alas, that's the achievement. That's what it wants. And even after, and everyone's like, oh, that's probably, you know, one of those things you're supposed to do while you're doing everything else. Like, well, I did. And it only put me at like 400 something before I was completely done with all the achievements. All the other achievements. All the rep stuff. All the rares. So it's not enough. You really have to go out of your way for this one. Yep, that's the issue with events. Need to do them in the first month they come out in hopes of ever maxing the reward. It no good. Yep, that's why I've really not liked this whole public event thing that they've started doing. I don't mind those once in a while, or things that are on timers, but it's everything. It's like literally everything in Dragonflight right now. And I was excited for the Azerothian Archive thing, or whatever it is, that's coming out next patch as well. But that's also a public event that's going to be on the timer. It's the same thing. So I'm like, I am not interested now. So, that's going to die in the first couple of weeks. So in case you guys didn't know that, and if you want it now, as soon as it comes out, basically turn into FOMO events. I kind of don't appreciate it. There we go. Emerald Dream, Super Bloom, you should do on reset day. Yeah, that's pretty much what I've learned for, like when I was doing the Rift and stuff. Same with the whatever you call it, the Fire Axe stuff and all that. Do it on reset day. That's when everybody else is there. Shaking my head. I seriously thought the guns model should have been in VFA as a dress far quest reward, or if they wanted maybe a way quest drop. It's so dress far, I love it. It really is. It really is. But you know, as they say, hindsight is 20/20. They've absolutely exhausted Time Force community events. They really have. Like, I didn't mind them at first. I really didn't. But then there was just like more, and then another one, and then another one, and then another one, and then there was so many you can't actually feasibly do them all in a day if you only have a day to play. I'm like, I don't have time for this, because they're dictating your schedule for you. You can't just be like, okay, I'm done with the grind for a minute. I'm gonna go take an hour break. I need to do some work and get some lunch and some laundry, get that done. No, because if you do, you're gonna miss the event, and then by the time then, you know, it's later in the week. No one's doing it. No one's there. You can't get it done. You can't get a group. It just became repeatedly not fun. I'm like, I'm not enjoying this. So, I don't know. If they didn't have so many, I wouldn't mind so much. A little bit, fine. But every single event. Like, dude. Too much. Too much. Please. We're flooded here. Yay, more FOMO. Exactly. I hope they address that later with the events. Agreed, Haliak, because I'm literally gonna have to wait until probably late War Within, as they stand now, to be able to go do them solo. Because I can't get the rewards. There's not enough people around doing the older stuff anymore. And I can't do it at my own pace. Which I don't like. I don't like someone dictating the pace I have to do something at. Why do you think I don't do competitive content anymore? So, you know. Because then you feel rushed and panicked and it's not relaxing. Don't tell me how to have fun, Blizzard. Exactly. Yeah, the ones on the hour are much more annoying than every 30 minutes. Agreed. I would the every 30 minutes fine. But every hour and a half, every 2 hours? No. The longer apart it is too, the worse it kind of gets because it's so much easier to miss. And for most of them, if you're not there right at the start, you're going to miss the whole thing. Or at least, you know, most of the rewards. Which is the point of doing it, so. Yeah, like the time rifts vendors have stuff I still like and want, but no one wants to do them anymore. Yep. Yep, I noticed that even when I was doing it, and I was doing it on Tuesdays and stuff, I was getting less and less people, and I'm like, okay. And then we just weren't getting the chests anymore. Thank you so much, Kiro Perona, for the sub. I super appreciate your support, because thanks to folks like you, I can keep working. So, thank you so much. Appreciate it. But yeah, so. And for folks that are enjoying all of the Dragonflight events, by all means, more power to you. It's just, it's kind of struck out with me, you know? It's not my style, not been enjoying it. So just kind of, which is fine. I got other things I can work on. Not a big deal. They just need to cool their jets a little bit. There's too many. They think they have this huge community to support all this group stuff, and they don't in the long run. No, because that's kind of the thing about WoW. It's, in my experience, been a very, for the most part, pretty solo player friendly game for as many years as I've been playing it. In terms of like most open world end game, you know. But Dragonflight has not been, and that's the thing when you have an MMO, is when you constrict time schedules and require people to be at certain events at certain times, most people can't make it because everyone's going to have different schedules. A lot of people that play WoW are actually not in the high school range. It's 20 to 40 is their average from what they said once. So people that have jobs, people that have kids in school, people that need to be elsewhere at certain times, and so they can't sit here and play all day in the middle of the day. And because of that, I feel like the community events that they've been doing have kind of turned off a lot of folks. Like, there's still a lot playing, but that's why we're not seeing people continue to support these public events, because we can't. Some people physically can't. That's why I had to stop raiding. Like, that's one of the many reasons. I didn't have the time. I was working 2 jobs, trying to get through college, and I can't be somewhere at a specific time, you know? Well, it's kind of the same thing for community events. So. And if they were soloable, like completely soloable, that would change everything I just said. Because they're on timers, so maybe you can only play at like 1 in the morning. Fine. You could go do it at 1 in the morning. Except they're not soloable. So if you do have time and you're there, but no one else is, well, screw you, I guess. That's like how it feels, you know? That's how it's kind of come across to me. And I've just kind of been not liking that. I know that's not what Blizzard means at all, but that's how it's felt. So, I hope they don't do too many more of these public event things. They're getting a little overwhelming. Blizz needs a backup option for group content. They really do. Time rifts have some fail-saves, but yeah, less of the currency from the box. You get a lot from the weekly. And that's if you can complete it, because you can't even solo the rift. Yeah, what you just said, you can't even solo the rift boss. I mean, you maybe could if you're super, super, super geared. Like, but yeah. Good luck trying to do Arthas. Whew! The Lich King, that one's a little on the overtune side. Use Group Finder for the rifts. There's people still grinding Sorodormi rep like me. Well, that's good. But yeah, those are a little hard to find sometimes. And not everyone wants to do it in a group. That's kind of why, you know, it's an open world event, because it's supposed to be solo. I don't know. I feel like Dragonfly is just very not solo player friendly. And that's kind of how it's been for a while. Arthas is so bad. I know, right? It hurts so much, that boss. Good grief. I pretty much always die when I'm in there. It's a little insane. A little insane. I find it best just to always find groups for any of the community event. I still get groups for Super Bloom if I do it a few days after reset. Yeah, I'm not surprised. That's pretty much the best way to do it, and that's why I'm not doing it. So, I'll just wait until it's soloable in the future. You know, when we're like level 85 or 90 or something again, I'll come back to it. And you can one-shot everything. There we go. What are we up to? Hey, we hit 600 out of 1,000. Just 400 to go. Not bad, actually. The Oldham is way better. For any of you that want to do this achievement, come up to the Delta part. Not right now, but you know, when you get to it in the future, wait for Oldham to come back around and farm in the upper Delta area for these tumors. Much better than the Veil. Way better. Well, actually, we can actually get this achievement done today. Much better. Then I'll have to figure out my rare situation later, but for now at least. Why am I scrolling text back on? Stop with that. It keeps turning back on, I swear. I don't like it. It's so messy. Turn off. Get out of here. An over-level hunter would be hilarious in time rips. Yes, it would. Yes, it would. I'm looking forward to that day. Keep hearing Arnold Schwarzenegger in my head saying, "It's not a tumor." Yes. I think that's exactly what this was parodying, because that's the name of the achievement. It's not a tumor. So, with an exclamation point. It's not a tumor. So that's probably what they were going for. Technically, this would be easier on a druid, but alas, this is not a count-wide achievement, so it's fine. Does this actually... Hold on. This is BFA content. Does this area count as BFA? Because I have stirrups. And boy, do I miss those in new content. Mono hardened. Grab one. Oh! It's the ad break. The ad break's here. Okay. Ad break. Coffee break. Okay. Those of you that can hear me, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get me a coffee real quick since it be that time, and then we'll give those a try. Hopefully they work. And I'll be right back.
hours later.
Okay, I'm back. See, someone was spamming stickers. Alright, where are we at? Right, I was gonna try these. Let's see, mounted in Kultiris or Zandalar for 2 hours. I'll use it anyway. See if it counts here. Nope. That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. That's okay though. Anyway, back at it. Exactly. So yes, did a raid once where the raid leader did the calls and the Arnold voice. It was hilarious. That's awesome. I love that. I wonder if you could actually get an Arnie voice pack for like DBM or something. That'd be pretty funny. You probably can. Alright, well, I got my coffee now. I might close my window. It's really cold. Hold on a second. Close my window. Yeah. Okay. Okay, there we go. Yes, yes, you can. That's awesome. Alright. Turn my heater on too. It's getting chilly. You'd think it was winter or something. There we go. Now it'll be at least less chilly. Let's see, I'm getting too far out of reach here from my area. Oh man, my Twitch app glitched and it showed Hasanabi's thumbnail on your stream and I thought you were covering conflict abroad and it's sending me. Nope. Sorry, Dark Omen. Nope. No conflict abroad from me. Only WoW. And possibly other games in the future again, but we'll see. We'll see on that one. Alright. There we go. Very exciting. All the tumor popping. What an achievement. So yeah, if any of you haven't even started on this one, do it on a druid. This will be a lot faster on a druid. But alas. I'm already over half done with it, so on the main it is. It's okay. Alright. Round and around we go. It's not the Tumor. Exactly. It's kind of like a tumor. Little corruption tumor. That's what it says anyways. Yummy. Tasty. The first is HDR. I didn't know my monitor could do it, but it's really great. Nice! Oh, I discovered amazing graphical upgrades for WoW this last week. Nice. That's awesome. Yeah, WoW's got some... You can actually beef it up pretty far. if you have the ability to do it. It's a tumor. Yep, it's a tumor. Tasty. Yeah, I bet they're delicious. Like big gushers pop. Gross. I mean, they probably taste good to somebody. Probably other old gods. I'm sure they eat each other. They're parasites, technically. So, giant space parasites. Yum. Yum, 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 yum. See, we just need to befriend one of them and have him go around and eat the other ones. There we go. Right, Canary? I don't know if she's still here or not, but I know she's been super swamped with work, so I can't pick on her too much. I get it. I just want my friends with me, okay? Start crying. Jules heard that. She has permission. That's all she needs. Aha! See, I told you that she was there. Yes. Perfect. And that is correct, Canary. How's work going, darling? Still swamped? Hope it's going okay for you. The gushers analogy just turned my stomach. Now I am convinced 1,000,000% that those tumor things are gushers consistency. They look like they are. I'll look at one, the next one I kill here. If you watch it when you click on it, they're pretty gushy. And it's all like squishy squishy just everywhere. So it probably is. Yummy. Oof, the motherload boss is rough with new players. It's fine, just funny. I can imagine. That the last one? Well, honestly, all the motherload bosses are pretty wild. Oh, what if they aren't even gods and everything from the shadow was bigger and nastier? Oh, technically, yeah. Technically, they're not actually called the old gods. That's just what we as mortals call them. And they just kind of accepted that and it's like, yeah, we're gods. Compared to us. But they're not even the biggest because they were sent by their gods. The void gods. They're the children of the void gods. The void made manifest into flesh. So we know for a fact there are bigger and badder void things out there. Wherever these guys have been hawked out from. Because their masters shoot out little baby old gods from their core worlds. Way out. Who knows where in the cosmos. To infect other planets. So, someone is out there shooting old gods out. So, Big Daddy something. Eee. Huh, there's always bigger fish. There is indeed. The biggest, baddest void is a void kitty. Yes! Yes, it is! Oh, I hope Silver's still here to hear that because it's true. We've been RPing with that, and the biggest, baddest void god takes the form of a cat dragon. He can shapeshift, obviously, but I think that too. I legit do. I mean, what's better than void than a cat, right? Things are adorable and evil all at once. Especially if you get a little black one. It's literally the void. Can't see anything but eyes. And it's so cute. Yeah, yum them out. There we go. Can confirm, my little void is a bastard. Exactly. Sweetest little void bat. Yes. I really wish the stirrups worked out here, because then I could just do this while mounted and it would be a lot faster. That's okay. We're still making good progress though. We're at 6:43 now. So, making good progress. squish. Yummy. Click. Click on it. There we go. Alright. Oh. Click-a-doo, click-a-doo. There we go. Neat. Because, and when I finish this one, I think I just have one more achievement for the FA invasions, and then I'm completely done. Oh, there's one more piece of Mog that won't drop from a rare. It's the Mogu sword from the Mogu invasions. Which it should shift to Mogu on Friday, probably, over in the Vale. But besides these two achievements and that one sword that won't drop, that's it. And then I'm like 100% done with BFA invasions. I've been very close to being done for a long time. It's just, you know, takes a little while. Some of these achievements are not for the faint of heart, that's for sure. And then I gotta figure out what to do about, let's see, it looks like it's shifted. Check Broken House real quick. Yep, still no World Quest. The World Quest don't want to show up, man. Anyway, I gotta figure out what to do about the Reigning Champion achievement over in, because that's a BFA achievement as well. That's over in, Thiergard Sound. You know the Norwington Estate? When you ride the horse around and shoot at stuff. There's an achievement for getting 600 points. And it's damn near impossible. I've only ever gotten like close to 500. It's very frustrating, so I don't know what I'm going to do about that. What's going to happen when you catch up to the most recent patch and there's no legacy content left to farm? Well, that's going to be a long time coming, to be honest, Dark Element, because once I'm actually, if I actually manage to do that on this character, I still have 12 other classes to do it on. So, although I suppose 11, because I don't think there's going to be much for Evoker outside of Dragonflight stuff, but, so, when the Paladin's done, then I have stuff I gotta do on the other classes. So, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it, but that bridge is on a different planet at this point. Even as much progress as I've made, there's a lot to do. So next Tuesday then. Oh, I wish, man. I wish. But to answer your question more directly, if I did actually manage to reach that point, theoretically, then I would start doing current content. That's really kind of all there is to it, I guess. So. Or play other games. That's another possibility. But I'm waiting to play other games until I have a much larger fan base here. Because I'm trying to hit Partner. I would like Partner. And whenever I would stream different games, I would lose like half my viewers. So, because apparently most of you are only here for WoW and only WoW. Which is fine. Mad respect. I'm glad you're here regardless. But that doesn't really help me from forgetting Partner, so. But possibly other games in the future as well. Would be the other alternative. There we go. Let's see. Need to go back up. We're getting too far from the little circle up here. Oh, just made it well heated up. Ooh, I don't know how to say that. Pau di Cuello? Probably saying that completely wrong. What's that made? What's that? I don't think I've... Pau di Cuello. I'm probably saying that wrong. Is that Mexican of some sort? Spanish? Sounds delicious, I'm sure. Next Tuesday. Yeah, exactly. There are other games? I don't believe you. Right? I know I've always said that if WoW completely died, like the servers shut off and everything, that I would become like a Pokemon and RPG streamer. So I wouldn't disappear. I would just, you know, play something else. So like Baldur's Gate, I would probably do, would be an example. Knights of the Old Republic, I have those. I have 1 and 2. I have all the Mass Effects. I love those. Final Fantasy games. Not the MMO, but, you know, the games. Stuff like that. Pokemon would definitely be a big one. Technically an RPG, quote unquote. Not really, but, you know. I would happily introduce you to my favorite RPG. Oh yeah? What one's that one? There we go. Well, it is hard. It's one of the only words I know in Portuguese. It's a cheese bread from Brazil. Ah, I was kind of close. Further south. My apologies. Cheese bread, though. That sounds delicious. That sounds delicious. I do love some good South American cuisine. We don't have a lot of that around here. Most of our more Latin stuff, well, it is Latin. It's Mexican, Spanish. I don't really have a lot of Brazilian or any of that. Not quite their climate, I think. It's too cold and slimy here. Love that food, though. I've seen on some cooking channels some of like the cheese bread and things that they make. Looks so good. Want to visit it someday just so I can try all their food. Complete WoW? Obviously have to throw away the whole computer. Exactly. I would happily watch you play BG3 or play with you. I know you would, I know. It's the critically acclaimed MMORPG Final Fantasy XIV. Oh, got you. You're just saying the meme. Ironically, I have played 14, but I don't really care for it. It's not really my style. I'm actually not super into JRPGs. I think the only JRPG I do kind of like is the Final Fantasy games, not the MMO. And even then, I'm not super into most of them except for 12. I will absolutely play the ever-loving shit out of 12. Love 12. And possibly 16. People are saying 16 is a lot like DMC. I haven't played it, but I love DMC. I know people are saying it like it's a flaw, but I'm like, dude, if that's the case, I'm definitely going to pick it up because I love DMC. So, it's possibly 16, but, you know. So, I become just another RPG collector. My style wouldn't really change much. It just wouldn't be WoW if I had to stop playing WoW, so. There you go. There are so many good like finger foods and desserts from Brazil. My partner is Brazilian, so I get to luckily try all these things. Ah, lucky indeed. It sounds so yummy. Oh yeah, that's a cuisine I haven't really had a lot of. I definitely would love to someday have more of that. 14 is not my jam. Love the environmental graphics, but that's about it. Yeah, and I know some of the story, but I don't know. It just hasn't really clicked with me somehow, you know? Clive is the best himbo. It's a good meme. Oh man, I did the Tumor thing ages ago. It took me a long dang time. I still need to kill the empowered corrupted mobs. Yep, same. I'm down to 3 empowered corrupted for the Jailer, Tormentor, and the Watcher. The Watcher, it's trash. That one sucks. And then I'm about a little over half done now with the Tumor one. That's all I need left. Besides a sword from the Mogu invasion. That's it. And then I'm completely done with the 8.3 stuff. So, getting there. Getting there. Luckily, I did a lot of BFA and Shadowlands while it was current because I really enjoyed both those expansions. It was very solo friendly, so I really enjoyed them. So because of that, I've already got a league's head start on a lot of stuff. The unfortunate part about 14 is it doesn't get really good until you're already like 120 hours, which is a flaw as far as I'm concerned. To be fair, though, I feel like that's kind of how it is for a lot of MMOs. Like, WoW is definitely like that. I know a lot of people, even myself, I didn't enjoy it just, you know, as a casual, super not really playing much game. I wasn't really that into it until I'd put in a lot of time and then really understood how the game worked, which I had to learn on my own. No one showed me how. And then I really enjoyed it. Because I love the lore. I love the fantasy of Warcraft, that whole franchise, the universe that Azeroth is set in. I've always liked that, even before I played the MMO. Which is the only reason I really had too much of an interest anyways. Which is kind of the same thing for Elder Scrolls. I've always been an Elder Scrolls nerd. 3, 4, 5, love it. 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5 Skyrim. I was like, wait, I'm thinking of 6. 6 isn't out yet. Someday. But, so if I had to jump ship to another MMO, it would actually be ESO. Elder Scrolls Online. I even have a house on there. I haven't played it in a long time, but, you know. So that's an option. Clive is hot. I still need some mounts, but I would rank Shadowbringers up there with Chrono Trigger as my favorite JRPG. I never got into Chrono Trigger. I know that's like blasphemy, but I played... It's been a long time, but I played about halfway through it, and then, I don't know, I just never went back to it. I lost interest somehow. But I think I've just had to learn that about myself. I think I'm just not super into JRPGs for some reason. I don't know why. They feel like something that I should be super into, but they just don't click with me somehow, and I can't really put my finger on as to why. I've always been a little confused by it. Like, I would think that I would be super into anime, Japanese stuff, because, like, I am, but, like, I'm not? You know? I don't know. All I could do was shrug and be like, I don't know, man. It's very strange. Yeah, I think I felt that trying it last year. Took so long to start some combat, it confused me. Understandable. I loved WoW instantly. I loved my Night Elf starting zone as a hunter. It started out in Burning Crusade. Yeah, see, I started technically back in vanilla, but I didn't like it. I've always been naturally a solo player, and admittedly, there wasn't a lot of solo friendliness or stuff to do in the end game until, like, Kata. Because classic BC and Wrath, they didn't have a lot of stuff besides just a couple of rep grinds that kind of sucked. They don't have, like, a campaign storyline. They don't have, like, events and things. They don't have... Like, you know, it's early game, obviously. They had to develop that over time, but... I don't know. Because of that, and because it wasn't... I didn't enjoy the leveling. It just didn't stick with me. I tried it every expansion for... When every expansion launched, I would play the first patch for, like... I don't know. A couple of weeks to maybe a month. And then I would get tired of it because I didn't like it. And I would delete my characters like an idiot. Uninstall the game and come back and try again in next expansion. I even did that with Mop. And the only reason I came back in 5.2 is because a quote-unquote friend I had at the time kind of coerced me into it. So, with the promise that we would play together. It didn't happen, but, you know. So, that's kind of how that went. It was fine. There we go. ESO is even more boring and easier than retail WoW, in my opinion. I mean, I guess it's boring. I really enjoyed it personally. I enjoy WoW a lot more, but if I had to pick another MMO, it would be ESO. I was so happy when ESO brought the pretty white alien house back, or whatever it is. It's been so long, I can't even remember what the name of the location. Work brain has killed me. I'm sorry, Canary. But yeah. Yeah, you really wanted the alien house. That was a nice place. What house did I get? It was... Oh, I got one and it was up in Skyrim. It was one outside of, shoot. It's on the eastern side of Skyrim, where all the snow is. Why I'm going blank right now, it's been so long. Ah, and I can't just open a map either. It's where Ulfric is from. Anyone remember? What town is he from? In Skyrim. But it's in that area in ESO that I bought a house. Windhelm, thank you. I knew it started with a W. I was like, weh. Been a hot minute. Nice thing too, though, is you don't lose your houses for not playing very long. You keep your house. It's just yours forever, which is nice. W Manor, I forget too. I'm glad, yes. Man, I used to play the mess out of ESO. Great game. I haven't played it since Morrowind expansion, though. It is a good one. I don't know what expansion I played in, to be honest. I just bought the game and started playing and played for quite a while. Played it with Silver. And then a while on my own. Really enjoyed it. And then I remember even then going, yeah, if WoW ever completely bellied up and I still wanted to stay in the MMO genre, yeah, I'd go ESO. So, and I have played multiple MMOs. Final Fantasy, Black Desert Online, played WildStar very briefly, but I don't think that's even around anymore. What's some other ones I've tried? The Old Republic, the Star Wars one. I can't see my list from here, but I've played various others. Off and on. Yeah. I'm not super into MMOs either, since I'm a solo player. And I think that's a lot of it too, as to why I'm not super into those other ones. I'm flying up the wrong side. Whoopsie. I just came from this way. That's okay. But I know the house you're talking about. Two-story house in the city? Kind of in the city. It was outside of it in the snow. Not far. Maybe it was Dawnstar. It might have been Dawnstar, actually. It was either Dawnstar or Windhelm. I don't remember. It's been a hot minute. But I know it was northeastern Skyrim in the snow. That's where my house was. It was a nice big 2-story log cabin style house. I filled it full of like furs and pelts and hunting trophies, and I was very happy. So I was a happy Kraken. Yeah, the 14 housing market is busted. Yeah, I was really excited for 14's housing. Like, I was gonna get into it, but then when I read up on how it worked, I was like, no, never mind. I don't play that game nearly enough to justify bothering with that, so. Never tried ESO? Well, if you like anything of the Elder Scrolls games like Skyrim, Morrowind, Oblivion, or you just like kind of the high fantasy in general, give it a try. You might like it. Or don't, because you might get addicted. However you want to take that. Like, visually, it's not quite as appealing as WoW is to me. But they still have some great stuff. I played a bit of ESO. Nice. I liked ESO, lots of FOMO and cash shop items, but still a great game. Yeah, but I feel like the cash shop, it isn't super oppressive either, as you can get the currency in-game to buy stuff off of the cash shop, similar to how WoW is, but in a better way, I think. You can just get it through normal activities, the special coins. And that's how I bought some of my stuff. So there is a cash shop, but it's not like, you know, nickel and a diming you to death if you don't want it to, which is nice. I do appreciate that. My biggest complaint about retail WoW is it is no longer an RPG, but rather an arcade. WoW Classic, while being quite inconsistent story-wise and grotesque in many aspects, is still an RPG. Sure, I suppose. I did try Guild Wars 2, it just didn't stick. I don't remember anything. Yeah, I've never played Guild Wars. But it never really interested me enough at face value to give it a try. So, I don't know. I'm kind of one of those, like, if I'm gonna go play a genre that I don't usually care for, like an MMO, not really my preference, it has to be something that is gonna draw my attention pretty immediately, or something I'm already familiar with, like Final Fantasy, Elder Scrolls, and Warcraft. I already knew about those franchises from the single player games before I ever tried the MMO, so I was already like aware, if that makes sense. Whereas if it's like something else, I don't know, it's gonna be really hard to get me into it. Because I'm not already into it, you know? Yeah, the Windhelm house was in the city, but they might have added a different one. Sounds like Dawnstar. Windhelm was still all stone. Yeah, it was like outside of the city. It wasn't like in it immediately, so it was probably Dawnstar. Next time I get on there, I'll have to check, which won't be anytime soon. But I'm probably wrong on both accounts. Who knows? I really want a Markarth house, but you know. Legion is pretty much a point of no return for Modern WoW, an expansion that put the final nail into the RPG coffin. Yeah, see, I'm definitely the opposite with you on that one. Legion and newer is a lot better in my opinion than the old ones. But that's why they have classics, for people like you. So, there you go. That's a good coffin, if we're going that direction. The problem with housing in 14 is that there's limited land. I guess in ESO they just say you have Chim and everything simultaneous occupies the same house at the same time, completely unaware of each other. Probably? I don't know. I don't know how all that stuff works. Is it still free to play? If so, no reason not to try it. For ESO, I believe so, yes. The only thing you can sub to it, but if you sub to it, that's when you start getting, they give you currency every month that you can spend on the cash shop. And that's what that's mainly for. But otherwise, I believe it's still free to play. Don't quote me on that. It's been a little while. But that was their model when I was playing it. So, I think that is the thing for me. No other MMO beats WoW for me visually. UI, zone, etc. Yeah, same. I love ESO, but visually I do still like WoW more. It's visually pleasing. Yeah, I think that, let's see, I guess in WoW the housing situation is that we all murder hobos. Accurate. Accurate. Adventurers just fall asleep in front of the auction house. True that. Our poor little adventurers just sleeping on benches. One does not need to buy anything in the shop in ESO gameplay-wise. Subscription gives every part of content except for the most recent expansion. Kind of the same as in WoW. Yeah, correct. How about Path of Exile? I've never tried that one. It didn't really interest me when I looked into it because I've been recommended Path of Exile multiple times. I don't know, just doesn't quite catch my attention enough to make me want to play it, you know? But unlike WoW, there are a lot of nice cosmetic items, mounts, houses, furniture, and such in ESO shop. True. ESO WoW shop's pretty mild compared to most other MMOs, which is why I think it's funny that people reeve on it so much. I'm like, have you not looked at like other MMO shops? Because there's a lot more on other ones. I don't know. But whatever. Cash shop stuff has never bothered me. As long as it doesn't actively prevent me from doing content, then I could care less what they put in the shop. Pally looks great, but it's in beta still. It is really sweet though so far. I haven't picked it up in a couple of months. I still have played more Dreamlight Valley than Palia so far. Yeah, I saw Palia. I thought about it, but I don't know. Maybe. That one hasn't really struck my fancy too much either. I'm pretty hard to get the attention of, to be fair. There we go. I like cozy games. I definitely like some of them. What is my add-ons complaining about? There we go. Well, we're at 7:46. We're slowly getting there. Chatting with you folks has been absolutely lovely because this is really taking my mind off of how boring this achievement is. So thank you. I appreciate it. I like the cash shop items, but I know a lot of people don't. Yeah, same. I like the cash shop as long as it's not like, you know, buy access to this entire zone, then, or, you know, whatever. Otherwise, I don't really care. Maybe for 2024, I should become a return to UO person. What would that be? I'm not sure what that is. Oh, Pally doesn't have a lot of content yet, but so far it's something to try out if you need something chill. It is free too, so it doesn't hurt to try. Understandable. It's really just kind of not, I don't know, not up my alley. I looked at it, but I don't know. I'm shockingly not super into a lot of, like, cozy games. Which sounds weird because you would think, that's another thing you would think I'd be super into, right? But a lot of farm sim stuff, I've bought a lot of them. But the only one I really liked was Stardew Valley. And, like, Animal Crossing. That's kind of it. So, I don't know. Somehow, it just doesn't keep my attention. There we go. Just excited to see where they go with it. Well, hopefully it turns out good. I know a lot of people have really been liking it. I know, who's someone else I see that does a lot of it. Hottie Chicken. She does a lot of, Palia stuff. She's been really enjoying it, I think, so. It's definitely got some merit, so that's good. You should see how awful Destiny's shop. Oh no. Ultima Online. Oh, okay, Ultima Online. Got you. I don't hear about that one as much, and I've never tried it. Apologies. Is that an MMO? I'm assuming it is, since online. Gotta pay for dungeons? Really? Gross. Yeah, see, that's the grossness I was talking about. That would be a hard no for me. Yeah, sorry I meant for anyone in chat, too, about it being free to play. That is fair. Some of the cozy farming is kind of overdone right now. It really is, but, like, I don't know. It has to be... I think my thing is it has to be not too complex. The thing about games like Animal Crossing and Stardew Valley, specifically, is they don't feel overly complex. Like, one I was trying to get... Two of them I was trying to get into that were kind of similar are Cult of the Lamb and... the Grave Digger one. What was that one called? I played them for a while, wanting to like them, but they just kept adding more and more complexity to it. And I was like, okay, now my brain's starting to hurt. I don't want to do this anymore. Graveyard Keeper, that's it. Thank you. Like, it's really cute. But I was constantly confused, and I'm like, can you explain this better, please? And then I'd finally think I got it, and then they would add more layers. And I'm like, okay, I'm good. But I think it has to be really basic for me to kind of like it. I don't mind some complexities, but, you know. When you're spending literally an hour going through the tutorial, might be a little too much for my taste. I played Stardew Valley once, and at the spring dance, everyone was disgusted by me and wouldn't dance with me, which is too real. Oh, it's funny. Yeah, Graveyard Keeper I liked, but I thought it was also a lot. It really was. I really liked what they had going, but I was like, can I get like a trimmed down version, please? Oh well, it's okay. Maybe at some point I'll go through it officially, but... Yeah, I think that's a lot of what it is a lot of farming sims or like cozy type games, they make up for not having a lot of combat and such by having like a lot of complex crafting systems. And I think for me, I've never super been into the major crafting stuff. And that's why I liked Stardew's, is because you just put these items together and make the thing. You don't have to like... I don't know, it doesn't feel as layered, if that makes sense. And so it was easy. Like, once you kind of understood how it worked at face value, it was pretty easy to do, and you just did it. You weren't like, okay, now I gotta use this alembic to do this thing, to make this horseshoe, to do this thing, to make this thing, and now I can make a bee house. And it's like, holy moly. Some other games, too many layers. Oh well. Come here, you. So, kind of like, I feel like my taste in games is the same way when I try to explain my taste in music. Like, I don't know. I don't know what I do and don't like until I hear it. I don't have a specific genre. I either do or I don't like it after I've tried it. Kind of just how that is, I guess. Yeah, and it can get more complicated if you want it to. Exactly! Exactly, and that's what I like about it. You know what game is really fun for that? Satisfactory. I saw that. It's not really super up my alley, but I've watched, who do I watch play that? I do watch someone play that. Might be Let's Game It Out, but he's usually breaking it. So I watched somebody play it. But I know what one you're talking about. I need to go back. Oh, this one right here. Getting too far from my little circle. Back up we go. Over here. Oh, this one right here. I'll take that. Oh, thank you. Getting there, though. We're getting close to 800, so might actually be able to finish this achievement before stream's over. That'd be nice. Okay. Get back to where I was. Here's one. It already makes me so happy. One of the best purchases of my life. Really amazing creation. It really is, and I'm excited for whenever the next patch for it comes out, because they said there was going to be one. It just doesn't have a date. And the same creator, Concerned Ape, I think it was, is making another one called Haunted Chocolatier? A new game. It's very similar, it looks like, and I really want to play that one. So that's on my radar. Yep, I'm excited. Ah, yes. It's affordable and very replayable. Yes. That's, I think, what I like. Another reason games have to really keep me enticed. It has to be kind of replayable. For me, at least. 'Cause I don't really like the one and dones. I want to be completely immersed in that world for, well, an extended period of time. Multiplayer Stardew stream. Can you? That's right, you can do multiplayer in Stardew. Yeah, that won't happen for me. Like I said, I'm more of a solo player. I don't even multiplayer on Stardew with my friends. Just not into it. I feel like it's going to be a step up from Stardew in the best way, hopefully. I hope so. Stardew is pretty great. It's going to be kind of hard to improve on that, I think. But we'll find out. Alright. There we go. Give me more of these. Very true, yeah. It's gonna be hard to improve on, but you know what? If anyone could, it'd be the original developer, so we'll see. We'll find out. Slowly getting there. Corrupted flesh beast. It's too bad I don't need any of these that I've been killing repeatedly. I need more tumors. Ooh. Stretchies. If you're trying to get to 1,000 tumors, I would be like, that's enough for me today by this time by now. Yeah, the achievement wants 1,000, so that's what I'm doing. Yeah, if I wasn't streaming, I wouldn't be probably going this far, but that's why I saved this for stream, because talking to you all is a fantastic distraction for really boring achievements. Spoilers! That's what I've been doing. That's why a lot of the content I do on stream is probably really boring, because it's stuff that doesn't require a lot of my attention. But it's really boring. So, you know. This is one of them. I think I was watching movies while doing this achievement back in the day. Yeah, it would probably be what else I would do. But since I can stream, it's a perfect stream activity. I'm at like 4,000 to 5,000 for the Demon Slayer title, and I do little by little. Stuff perfect, I get it. You're getting there on the Demon Slayer, that one's not too bad. The bonus being I was a druid, so I could fly the whole time. Yeah, I was saying that earlier, like, I wish this achievement was account wide or I'd finished it on my druid, but I was already like a quarter done with it. I was trying to do this while it was current, but it just, I don't know. In my normal play, I didn't come across enough tumors, so it's something I knew I'd have to sit down and actively grind. So here we are, doing that grinding. That day is today. That's okay. I think I'll get it done today. Or at least gonna try to. They need to stop making other games whenever WoW has an eight-week patch cycle. I feel that. Yeah, I know a lot of people are hyped about it. I'm not particularly excited for the eight-week patch cycle. Because that means content is going to die so fast. And if they're really going to stick to their guns with this whole community event group, what do they call them? Public events. That's what they technically call them. Like we have with Dragonflight, which I'm hoping they don't in future expansions, and it's just a Dragonflight thing. Then, yikes. I'm kind of not looking forward to it. But we'll see. Like, if it was just adding, like, new cosmetic stuff or, like, adding new story stuff, fine. But I don't think that's going to be the case. I do wonder why this achievement was made. Well, I wonder that a lot about some of these achievements, but I think that's why they're just achievements. It doesn't even reward anything, just achievement points. Nothing but points. And completion. But that's, I guess, who it's for. People who want to go do it because they want to complete it. There's a lot of those. Most achievements don't actually reward anything, so they're just something to collect, I guess. And here we are. I'm doing it. I think the community events are fine, but it definitely needs more scaling work done. I wouldn't mind them if you could solo them. Achievement points go up. Serotonin go brr. Exactly. This is what we were talking about earlier. Like, I wouldn't mind the public events so much if they were soloable, because it really kind of craps on the folks who can't be there all day waiting for an event at the perfect time when there's the most people to go do it. You know, maybe you're a night shift person and you can only play between like 2 and 4 a.m. I don't know. I can rep those people. So, otherwise I wouldn't have any issue with them if they were doable solo. Let's see here. I did reach 18,000 achievement points the other day and I was surprised. Nice! Congrats! That's no small feat, that's for sure. There's a lot of achievements in WoW. And they're adding more. Did you see in one of their posts that apparently they're going to be adding customization achievements? Like character customization? You don't really collect those besides like the druid ones, so I'm not sure, and I guess some of the warlock ones, but how's that going to work? What does that mean? You know what I mean? I was like slightly concerned. I'm like, wait, what do you mean you're adding character customization achievements? What does that mean? Like, use the barber 10 times? I don't know. Guess we'll find out. They didn't elaborate, so. That is weird. I didn't see that. I don't remember what post that was in. You know Wowhead, they shoot out multiple posts like a gazillion times, but it was after Blizzard announced 10.2.5 coming. I don't remember if it's coming with that patch or a future one, but did anyone else see that? Maybe make it easier to track stuff like Warlock Druid appearances without needing mods? Probably. I don't know. We don't really unlock most customization by doing stuff in game. I would love if we did. Like, I would love to go do, I don't know, a Firelands questline to get a Molten Crackle effect for my skin. Like, that would be really cool. Like, if we did that, that would make a lot more sense for the achievements. But we don't. We really don't have that. So, Definitely curious. It's a beard stroker on that one. We're getting there. We're at 818 out of 1,000. Not bad. We've literally doubled where I was at when I started this today. So, considering it's only been like, I don't know, an hour since I officially started working on it, not bad. Not bad at all. This is a lot better. So any of you that want to do this achievement, do it up here in the very northern part of Uldum. Perfect spot. Much better. And there's not a lot of big mobs up here either, like in the southern areas. So you can just kind of ignore things. Please bring back 14-month content droughts. I feel that. I know a lot of people apparently hated those. I liked them though. It was nice. Because they would barf out all the content at you for the first year, and then the next year until the patch came out, expansion came out, excuse me, you would just, it was like ketchup. So I gotta redo my video. It's in the works. I'm still kind of figuring it out how that video is gonna go because waiting a little longer to kind of see what their model is really gonna be like, but I gotta redo my plans on how I prioritize things, how I play WoW, because an 8-week patch cycle with expansions every year and a half-ish roughly, that changes things. So, I don't know, I gotta figure that out. With no downtime either, that's the thing. Like, they're removing all downtime. And that, for me, sucks, because the downtime is when I finish the grinding of the current expansion. That's why I have so much done for, like, BFA and Shadowlands, because we did have a period of drought toward the end. Excuse me? And, that gave me time to go do all the stuff. And usually by the end of an expansion, you have enough like open world gear to go do a lot of the earlier expansion stuff. And I liked that. I know a lot of the more like, I don't know, I don't even know what to call them. Just the general community, I guess, don't like droughts. So I know I'm probably in the minority on that. But as a collector, I liked it. So I'm not sure how I'm gonna structure my new playtime now. I didn't love it in Shadowlands, but I was also just back to full-time in the game and didn't know what I liked doing a lot in the game. Now I wouldn't mind as much. Yeah, understandable. And maybe that's where a lot of people are at, is like, they don't... They're either like hardcore raiders, which, you know, if you only play for raiding, I have nothing against that. But, you know, the drought affects them, I think, the most. And that's what I feel like Blizzard tries to appease most of the time. So, I don't know, Faded raids, I really enjoyed those in the last part of Shadowlands. It didn't really feel like we had a drought, because they kept adding stuff. But, yeah. I don't think what they are doing before War Within is going to be that much, though, if you don't raid. I don't know. I don't know. They're adding a lot more, whatever you call it. Public events. I keep trying to call them community events because of the community feast. It's public events. That's what Blizzard calls them. Public events. They're adding more public events. So it's... I don't know. No drought equals no playing other games. I just want to play some other games sometimes, but then I get behind on WoW collecting. Yeah, that's kind of the other side of it too. If you like taking breaks from WoW during droughts, that was like the time to do it. And now we won't have that. They want to suck up as much of your soul as they can. Maybe that's what Metzen is. He's a lich. That's why he came back. He had to wait for his resurrection period. Metzen's a lich, confirmed. That's what it is. And he's hungry. He wants your souls. Okay, that is true. They've also been keeping something secret too. They have. There's been a lot of secret. They keep saying that they've got a lot planned. Like, the same amount of content we're getting now, but more and faster. And so I'm like, dear heavens, we're gonna choke. We're gonna drown. Oh, imagine player housing this year. That would be pretty great. I don't know if we'll ever get player housing, but I would like it. Assuming they went more of the way of ESO and not Final Fantasy's version in terms of like acquisition and stuff. But put headphones back on to they want to suck up as much of your soul as they can. It's true though. JK, I think we'll be in midnight or something, but yes, they want to keep you subbed. Which I get, because, you know, that's the thing about games, and especially MMOs. It's a competition. The companies, they need money to exist and keep making games, and so they try to have to... If something's not working, they gotta amp it up. And WoW's trying to juice itself up and be more competitive with the other MMOs, I think. Not that it isn't anyways, but... And I think that's why we're seeing this. Ad break. No coffee break, though. I already got my coffee. I haven't even locked Emerald Dream yet, and now they're talking about 10.25 in 2 weeks. Ugh. Yes! Same, Hannalus, same. That's why I kind of had to just put off Dragonflight for now, because I want to get all this other stuff done. We're not going to get a drought period. So I have to just forego doing Dragonflight to get stuff done. So it's okay. That'd be how it do sometimes, I guess. That'd be how it do. Alright. She is really squinty today. There we go. Maybe that'll help. That's better. Okay. Yeah, I haven't unlocked Emerald Dream either. I kind of... Like 10.15. 10.2? I guess 10.2. No, it'd be 10.15. Is when I officially kind of went, you know what? I'm going to just stop with Dragonflight stuff. Besides, like, a few small things. Like, I'm going to do the races when those come back out. Because we're supposed to have the... What was it? The Outland races? Soon? Yeah, the Outland Cup is supposed to be on the 18th. To the 31st. So, you know, that. I'll do that. And a few other things. But besides stuff like that, I'm just focusing on a legacy. I want to get my legacy stuff done. And something else on my list to do is to figure out, like, officially, I know this sounds a little, like, out there, but officially what faction I want all of my mains to be. And I say it like that because, when new races and stuff come out, because you all know, you probably know anyways, I have my 13 class mains. Whenever there's a new class added, I add a new class main, and that character is the dedicated master of that class, if you will. When new races come out, sometimes I'll faction change them. Like, I have a couple of them, I think, actually set to be Drakthir, when they can finally be other classes. Theirs isn't too much of a problem because I don't have to faction change, but the reason I'm bringing that up is because I want to do a lot of this completion content on all 13 of my characters, but when you faction change, it messes up and undoes a lot. Like a lot. From a lot of BFA stuff, some Legion stuff, a lot of WoD stuff, because the game as a whole is actually quite faction specific. And so faction changing will undo a lot of that, which really sucks. So that's really hard to predict, because if I want a race change in the future and that faction happens to be, or that race I want to be is the opposite faction, but it's like perfect for that character, I'm going to be really annoyed because I want to get all this stuff done and I don't want to have to redo it. And some of it even bugs out. Like, there's some WoD stuff that if you faction change after having done things, it'll bug out. You can't do it, and they won't fix it. It's just an issue that's persisted forever now. I know I'm rambling, but like, that's one of the things that's been on my mind because I'm slowly encroaching, being mostly done, or at least satisfactorily done with this character in terms of legacy stuff. And I need to start looking at my alts because like I want to complete all the quests on all my alts. I want to do that. You know, my classmates, I should say. But I can't do that if I'm going to faction change them. So, I don't know. It's just something that's on my mind, and I gotta figure out what I need to do about that, because I can't do that, and I don't want to do it. I'm just gonna undo it, you know? That's not fun. Oh heck yeah, I just got the Decay Branch Two-Handed Mace drop. It's ugly, gross, and I love it. I love designs like this because they stand out so much from the usual older stuff. Nice! That's awesome. That's the one from Darkheart Thicket, right? The M+ one? Or is that something else? Yeah, it's like you need to main a faction. Yeah, and that's why it's kind of annoying, because I'm gonna have to pick like a faction officially for each of my class mains, which I never realized that was really a problem until Silver did a few faction changes. I did a couple of faction changes, mostly because I wanted the race. Which is another reason why I hate that the races are tied to the faction. And it was messing up some of my collecting. It was undoing things, it was bugging out things, and I was like, oh no. Ah, that's not good, so... yeah. So I gotta figure that out. Because that's the thing, and the reason why I would want to race change or faction change my class mains is because they're also like RP mains. These are my main like RP characters, and as new races come out over time that might be better for them, I'll probably race change them. So, but sometimes it involves faction, you know. From Dragonfly, I don't know if it has multiple sources, but I got it from a rare and tier hold. Oh, okay. Because I know Darkheart Thicket, isn't that one of the Mythic Plus ones right now? That's from Legion. There's a special branch weapon or something that you can only get in Mythic Plus, I guess. My Palymog drops are so exciting right now because I lack so much of it. Awesome. Yeah, there's a lot of Pally stuff, that's for sure. You'll be getting drops left and right, so that's good. We're getting there. We're encroaching at 900, so maybe if we're pretty close, we might just finish this even if I run a little late today. 'Cause I'm almost there. I want to be done with this stupid achievement. OMG, yeah, same with the Blackrock Hold too, I think. There's a really cool polearm for the first boss. Yeah, there's a couple of them. There's the two-handed Ravencrest sword that I really want. And there's that polearm that you're talking about. I've been talking with my KSM supplier about spamming those with me so I can get those mogs. Because you can't get them in the regular base dungeon. They made it Mythic Plus only, which also means it's going to be seasonal. Those are going to go away after this season ends, and I'm really annoyed about that. So... because I really want those two. I'm gonna get them. Yep. You know, the only reason I knew about it is because ATT has a... where is it at? Is it Dynamic Categories? Future Unobtainable section under Dynamic Categories. And if you pop it open, it's mostly like Trading Post, Gladiator, Dungeons and Raids, but the thing is under the Dungeons and Raids, let's see, where is it at? Mythic Plus. There it is! Howling Echoes, that's that polearm you're talking about. Ravencrest's Wrath, which here we'll look at them too. So this is a recolor of a polearm from Shadowlands, which is a fantastic recolor. This is Ravencrest's Wrath, a two-handed sword that is literally Ravencrest's sword that you can't get anywhere else, and it matches his set. And then the Corrupted Knot, which is what I thought you were talking about, which comes from Darkheart Thicket. I don't know that I'll go after that one because it's kind of meh, but yeah. Those will not be obtainable. And I looked them up to make sure it wasn't just, you know, ATT being funky. No. These are only available in the Mythic Plus version. They will not drop from the base dungeons, even though they're from Legion. So you can't go farm it outside of Mythic Plus. And when the season is over, they will be gone. And I'm like, really? Are you serious? So now that I've alerted you all to it, I hope you can get what you want out of that. I'm a little salty about it, but you know. Didn't know they were starting to sneak stuff like that in. So, surprise. So, yeah. So when you were talking about the mace that you got, I thought that's what you were talking about. Ugh, I hate when they remove content. Same element, same. Like, I'm fine with it being in Mythic Plus, but apparently it's not going to be going into the base dungeon after the Mythic Plus version for this season is over. It's just gone. You can't get it anymore. I'm like, okay. Alright. So, that's a thing. Good to know. Glad I got ATT. I'm just repeatedly glad I finally picked it up because they are really on the ball with updates like that, and I super appreciate it. Picked that sword from my vault instead of my Abyss item since I care about FOMO transmog too much. You got it from your vault? Nice! Well, good to know it can come from the vault, though. Definitely not going to gamble too much with it, but that is good to know. Good to farm Blackrock Hold during bonus week, then. Yeah, exactly. Like, however y'all are going to do it, by all means. You know about it now. That's what I say about that. Alright. Oh, and if it helps too, the polearm is agility, and the two-handed sword is strength. The stats on it, since, you know, what drops in Mythic Plus is based on who's actually in the dungeon. So, something to keep in mind. So you won't be able to farm that polearm on your, like, paladin or something unless you have an agility user in the group who will trade it to you. So, just something to be aware of. Nice, we're getting close. We're at almost 900. Yeah, we'll run a little long on stream today, but I want to finish this achievement, so we'll just go until this achievement's done, because we're getting pretty close now. Nice. Excellent, because I would love to be done with this. Don't have to worry about it. Excellent. Ooh, long stream and yay, finish achieve. Yes. Probably won't be too long because we're actually ripping through this pretty good. This area up here in the northern part of Oldham, perfect. Great respawn time, and they're all over the place, and there's not a lot of big mobs that take forever to kill. Almost finished anyway. Soon. Yes. Soon. Getting there. One more achieve for the pile. Divine Tool bonk noises is so good. Isn't it just patang? I love the sound. It's pretty great. Paladin's got a lot of great, like, visual and audio that goes along with their abilities, and I really appreciate it. It's visually and auditorily appeasing. We're getting there. Oops, I'm a bit late. Hi, Kraken, how are you? Hello, Valkyries. I'm doing fantabulous. You're good. We're going a little later today because I'm almost done with this achievement. I'm doing the It's Not a Tumor, and I'm almost done. I'm getting there. So, I'm doing great. Yeah, Pally and Shadow Priest, so good. Absolutely. Shadow Priest is another one that's very visually pleasing. Especially audio, too. Like, I like the void whispers that happen whenever you use a lot of your shadow abilities. It's just nice. Nice touch. Yeah, like the void whispers, exactly. Perfect. Alright. Very on point for the theme. Alright, we're at 901. Just 98 now. More to go. We're almost there. I might not even have to do a longer stream. We'll see. We'll see how quick it goes for me to get through this last 100. These are quite abundant up here, and I'm really appreciating it. One of those achievements I'm very glad I kind of waited on, because this wouldn't be as fast when it was current, you know? Oops. Scraped the mic. Apologies. There we go. Beautiful. Tumor. It's not a tumor. Here we go. Nice, nice. Okay. Beautiful. I might actually get this done on time. I'm cooking through these. These have such a great respawn time in this upper area here. This is perfect. Nice. We got 10 minutes left of my normal stream time, technically, so. We'll see where that gets us. There we go. Neat. Over here. Fight all of you guys again. Get out of here. Be gone, squiggly one. Nice. Alright, alright, alright. We're getting there. Beautiful, beautiful. Excellent. Oh, what else do you guys want to talk about? Let's see. Here's some more. Beautimus. I wish to talk about my love of swags. Oh, the swags are adorable. We need swag mounts. Like, we have some frog mounts, I guess toad mounts from like Shadowlands and BFA. But we don't have any of the swags. No Dragonflight swags. I would love a swag mount. They're pretty great. I was going to say mounts. Yes. Mounts. One of the biggest things to collect in WoW. I actually froze the trading post mount because I really want it. Swag mount merch and swag spin-off title. The Legend of Swag. Yes. I want a duck mount. Yes! I want a duck mount. Why do we not have a duck mount? They're so cute. And the Bakar. We don't have any Bakar mounts either for some reason. Like, they're in the files. They just haven't released them yet. I don't know why. Kind of interesting. Pretty adorable, though. Alright. We're getting there. We're getting there. It's happening. Doesn't help that I'm really hungry, too, so I'm getting kind of impatient. Really hungry. Are they were planning a Bakar mount? They are. They've had was like 3 or 4 recolors of them with saddles on them. Data mined in the files for quite some time now, but they haven't released them yet. We even ride one during the plane storyline. They should have been a mount by now. I know, right? Like I would have imagined those would have been like the rep mounts, renown, I guess, that you would get from them. But they didn't go that direction for some reason. Kind of like the high mountain eagles. We can't get those, even though they're mounts. It's very strange. Especially like compared to the other Paragon mounts from Legion. The high mountain one, I think, is the only one that can't fly. Because even the horse flies. It's just a moose. Of all the various mooses, I would have wanted like the high mountain eagle from a Paragon cache, but I don't know. Very strange. Oh yeah, maybe the spring or summer, or whatever that black flag patch means. Yeah, there is that. So which is funny that they said no pirates. Pretty sure that means pirates. That's a pirate symbol. Kind of funny. We'll find out though. Stop walking over the top of these things. Go away. Be gone, squiggly one. Nope. There. Bank of Ashes is so nice. I love that ability. Just frontal AoE cone. Doesn't need to be targeted. Pirates or we riot? Right? Curious to see what's going on. Because there was, way back in Alpha Beta PTR of Dragonflight, there was a bunch of pirate stuff that was in, I don't remember which coast off the Dragon Isles, but there was some pirate stuff that was going on. But wasn't it removed or something? And they just didn't elaborate on it further? Maybe that's what they're going to be doing. Maybe there's some sort of pirate invasion. I don't know. You know who I would love to make a comeback? I know she's dead, so she can't, but it was Lady Ashvane. I feel like we killed her off in a very uncool way. She would have been a really cool pirate queen, to be honest. And I would have loved to have seen her be like a recurring villain. She's got just enough sass to be kind of interesting. She would have been cool. Arr, exactly. Hello, Anastasia. How you doing? Glad to have you here. We might actually finish this achievement on time. Just 60 more tumors to go. And I'm cooking through these really quick. Which would be great, because I'm starving. I'm so hungry. I usually don't eat until after the stream, because it messes with my voice. Here we go. Doing well. Do we know what's up with the crossbones? Nope, they haven't said anything. I'm just assuming pirates, because it looks like a pirate flag. So, that's my guess. Because there was some pirate stuff back in Alpha Beta PTR of early Dragonflight. So, that was removed, I believe, if I'm remembering correctly. And they didn't elaborate. So I'm wondering if it's going to be that. Some sort of pirate thing coming back. Be kind of interesting. Because, like I was talking about earlier, we need recurring villains. Not just villains, but like a group. We've got the Scarlet Crusade that could be amped up a little bit. Pirates could be a thing. Who did Ashvane run? The Brash Tide, I think? They would be really cool to have as we've still got the Bloodsail out there. I believe is what they're called. We never really completely got rid of them. I don't know, just some organizations that aren't super evil, but they're definitely bad guys. They're not like aligned with N'Zoth or something, but they're bad guys. And I feel like pirates could be a fun shoe-in, you know? We need some of that. Kind of, we need some Team Rocket villains. Or they kind of just keep coming back. I would like some of that. 9:50. Will only be a few minutes over stream, I think. 50 more tumors. And this achievement is done. I did this achievement when it was current. The method was to use the Nyalotha sliver to make the mobs neutral. Nice. I wish you could still get that. I hate that they removed it and didn't say they were going to remove it. Because I wanted that. I wanted that toy. But they specifically... I specifically put it off because I was like, I'll do it when it's a little easier because it's open world PvP stuff. They didn't say they were going to remove it, but they did. They just kind of took it out. I'm like, okay, can't get that anymore. So I'm really annoyed. They really wanted it. 'Cause you know me, I like old god stuff. So I know people are upset about the FOMO thing with the black market vendor. And I agree. FOMO's dumb. However, at least they told us it's going away in advance this time. Because even with the Bruto, we didn't know it was going to be a limited thing until like the last 3 or 4 months or something. It was right at the end, and that was what kind of pushed me to do that video on it. So that people could try. So, what was the Nyalotha sliver? It was like a, I don't exactly know what it did, but it was some sort of toy you could get from doing open world PvP for something. I don't remember the specifics of it anymore. But you killed enough of people, you would get this quest that would let you get it. Kinda wish we'd get something for completing story progress in each zone. That would be kinda cool. That'd be kinda neat. I think it turned everyone hostile. Yeah, that'd be that sounds familiar. I think it's kinda like the Aviana thing, but for like everywhere. Here we go. Nothing big. Yeah, just like an achievement or a title or something. I feel that. That'd be cool. Alright. You were an agent of N'Zoth when you used it. That's right. Yeah, I really wanted it because of that. So, I was really annoyed that it kinda got removed. Can't get it anymore. Why did I attack that? There's no thing here. There we go. Alright. We're getting there. We're at 965. Beautiful. This isn't terrible at all. So glad I waited. Was trying to do it in the Veil, but that was just atrocious. Beautiful. Alright, alright, alright. I see one right there. Just go snag it. Nice. Oh, we're getting there. 969. Nice. I really love the Waking Shores music. Reminds me of when Dragonflight was brand new. Same. Loved Waking Shores. Waking Shores and I think the Azure Span are my 2 favorite zones. They're definitely possibly within the top 10 range in terms of like aesthetics and music and such. Absolutely gorgeous. Also reminds me of my fishing time. Oh yeah? Good memories, I hope? Nice, nice, nice. I have 69 viewers. Nice. Perfect. Alright. Why has she not been wanting to? A little better. Let it catch up here. It's a little better. My avatar's been really squinty lately, and I'm like, I know I have squinty eyes, but come on, I think I need to adjust the eyes on her again. Yes, for auto and all the Tuskar dailies. Ah, gotcha. Yeah, I haven't done anything with auto yet. It's on my list of things to do in a future expansion. Here we go. Grab this. Out before they get pulled. Nice. Beautiful. We're getting there. 978. We're cooking through this pretty good. And please, I thought I would have to break this up into like 2 or 3 streams, but if we can just cook it all in one, sounds great to me. That's some progress. $20 more. Nice. Beautiful. Okay. More tumors. It's not a tumor. We're getting there. Nice. All these corrupted flesh beasts and putrefactions and stuff. It's a shame I don't actually need those. Oh well. The ones I still need are Jailer, Tormentor, and Watcher. But that's a farm for another day. Alright. Beautiful. Okay. Who am I in combat with? There it goes. Alright. This one puts us at 990. Just 10 more. We're almost there. As you all have been absolutely lovely to talk to. Really helped take my mind off how boring this farm is. So I appreciate that. Glad I saved it for stream. Okay. 8 more. Here we go. Nice. Grind is less of a grind with company. Exactly. What else do I need from these areas? I need to finish the achievement Combating the Corruption. So there's 3 more of those special mobs. And then I need a rare sword that drops off of any Mogu rare in the Vale for that invasion. And that's it. Just this achievement, the Corruption achievement, and a weapon from the Mogu invasion. And then I'm done. Completely done with all the Black Empire and Azoth assault things. So, Dunzo. Very close, yes. Very close. It's been taunting me for a long time. And that sword refuses to drop. It's driving me crazy. I don't think the Mogu one is up right now. I think it's manted, so I can't go try for that. Yeah, it's manted. So if it switches to Mogu on Friday, I can do that over the weekend. But you only get so many tries for that one. Are you just trying to get the big achievement, or does it come with a reward or a title or something? Nope, this does not go to any meta. Any metas that were for this patch I've already done. These are just regular achievements. No reward. Just achievements. Just completionism. I've been trying to get the Writhing Dagger for a while, so I can imagine the sword is bad too. Yeah, there's a few of those. But yeah, it's the... what it's called. Let me look it up. Let's see. It's under expansion features. Veil, Warring Clans. This one. I guess it's an axe, not a sword. One-handed axe. It's kind of nice. Called the Cleaver of the Fractured Destiny. Comes off of any Mogu rare. But there's a lot like that. There's one from the Mantid. There's some from I think all of them drop something. But for some reason, despite how much I was there when it was current, it never dropped. And it still won't. It's driving me crazy. 91%, that's insanely impressive. Thank you. But that is not insane mode. I don't do the insane mode. So it's not as impressive. Yay! There it is, not a tumor. But I do unique mode. Unique main. So that means that it's stuff specific to this character. If I toggled on like account mode or insane mode, it'd go down to like, I think I'm in the 70s or 80s. So, nice! Look at there! Done. We have achieved the tumor. We have tumored. Done. Nice. Alright, well, I guess that's that then, and we are at the end of stream. I only had to go over by 10 minutes, so that's kinda nice. So, I believe that's all she wrote. You all have a fantastic day. See, today's Wednesday, so I will be here tomorrow. Schedule. Here's my schedule for my usual times. I try to start on time as much as possible. And I'll be back tomorrow. You all have a fantastic evening or afternoon, morning, whatever it is for you. Hugs and kisses. Mwah. Thank you for being here, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye!